One of the reasons as to why I was able to separate myself from so many other people in the gym and see the success that I saw was because I was able to really focus on what actually mattered and ignore all the other extra stuff that didn't matter. I promise you that if you focus on exactly these things and train the way I tell you to train, you will get jacked. It will be inevitable. Let me introduce you to the 4 pillars of bodybuilding. These 4 pillars are all you need in order to actually see your transformation from skinny to jacked and build the muscle mass that you want to build. I promise you that if you really focus and lock down on each 4 of these things, you will see the success that you want to see and you will see the muscle growth that you want to see. However, you need to hit all 4 of them. If you miss out on any one of them, you won't see the results. It just won't happen. All 4 of these are crucial. That's why I find it so important to share with you today the 4 pillars to getting jacked. All right, so first up is training. Effort, effort, effort. Effort is the most important thing. It's the first most important thing and the second most important thing. That's how important it is. I cannot emphasize this enough. Your effort and your intensity in the gym is what's going to actually push your body to create a growth stimulus so that you can grow. Without pushing yourself to the maximum, you're not actually going to be able to have a stimulus so that you can grow your muscles. It's the one place where most people fail. It's the one place where I can try and emphasize it to you as much as possible, but at the end of the day, I cannot do it for you. You need to find that motivation within yourself, the reason as to why you're going to be able to push yourself as hard as you can so that you can achieve the results. If you want some help with motivation, I made a few videos on my channel. Go and check those out because it's very, very important that you're able to push yourself to the maximum. On the topic of training, we have the training plan. Your results reflect in the way you train. If you're going to train like a power lifter, if you're going to do deadlifts in like the 1 to 3 rep range, pulling all you can in a short amount of time as possible, you're not going to get jacked. You're not going to look aesthetic. You might be able to deadlift more than me, but you're not going to be getting the results that you want to see. You won't be putting on the muscle mass. You're just going to become stronger in that lift. But there's plenty of resources online. I made several videos on it. If you want to train to build muscle mass, you need to train in a way that can achieve that goal. Please understand what you want out of the gym so that you can actually push yourself in the right direction. All right, the second pillar is diet. So I think most people now recognize that diet's very, very important if you're looking to see results in the gym. What they miss out on is what's actually important. Forget all the extra fluff about macros, about sugars, oils, everything else. If you're looking to build muscle mass, if you're looking to pack on muscle onto your body, here's what you need to focus on. You need to be getting enough protein, so 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight, and you need to be eating in a significant surplus. So make sure you're eating lots of rice and chicken. Make sure you're eating all your meats, your nuts, your eggs. Get that protein, get those calories. It's very simple. Diet, it's a very simple process. As long as you have the means to get what you need and you work hard so you can build up an appetite so you can eat what you have to eat, it's very simple. All right, so the third pillar is consistency. So you need consistency in order to actually build up your body, in order to build up your body. Think about it. If you're building a house, right? You need to build a foundation. You need to build, the cement and all that stuff, and then slowly build it up. In the bodybuilding, it's the same thing. You want to build a foundation, and then you want to be able to ramp your gains up from there. It actually works differently because your gains start ramping up exponentially as you stay consistent. But if you're not consistent, you're kind of you're shooting in the dark. You're just going here, but there's nothing to build off of. So the gains are sporadic and inconsistent, just like your training. Especially when it comes to, building an aesthetic body, putting on significant amounts of muscle mass, you need to stay consistent. You need to be regimented so that the progress is steady. Otherwise, it's going to go away. If you're only going to the gym when you feel like going, and then the days you don't feel like going with, whatever the excuse is, and you just don't go, you're not actually going to make any change to yourself. Think about it. You are the way you are because you do everything that you felt like doing. You took the path of least resistance, right? So if you're only going when you feel like you want to go, you're not actually going to do anything, right? You have to actually do something when you don't feel like doing it. That's when you're actually going to make that change to yourself. I'm going to be very honest because this is one that I can kind of coach you on. And it's one that I'm not going to lie, kind of cheeses me because a lot of my clients are not doing this, right? And it's like, bro, just do it. Just do it. We have one task, This is the one thing that we can control. Show up. I don't want to sound mean or anything like I'm putting anyone down, but chances are, if you've missed the gym in the recent few weeks, you missed it because it probably wasn't a valid excuse. It might have felt like a valid excuse, but chances are you're just being a bitch. If you really look at that reason, you're being a bitch. I understand there's things that get in the way. Sometimes it gets harder to go to the gym, but harder doesn't mean that it's an excuse to not go. Harder just means it's something that you have to work around. These kind of things happen all the time, so you need to find a way to go. Your gains don't care about your excuses. You know, your muscles don't care about your excuses. It's not like God is looking, he was feeling. It's not like God is looking down and being like, he was feeling really anxious and depressed today. So, when he didn't feel like going, let's just give him a growth stimulus anyways because, he had a valid excuse. Or, he had to go pick up his sister, so, we'll give him a pass. We'll give him the growth stimulus anyways. No, these kind of things, this is not how it works. Your muscles respond to the stimulus. So you cannot excuse the stimulus into your body. You need to actually go and work for that. If you want to build the body up, you need to have discipline. There's no other way around it. You have to show up and you have to be consistent. All right, the last pillar, and probably the most overlooked one, is recovery. So your muscles and your body, it only grows when you allow yourself to recover. That's when you actually, gain the muscle mass, when you grow, your body turns the nutrients into muscle. Going to the gym, being consistent, all these other things, they just allow you to achieve the stimulus, not realize it. They allow you to achieve the stimulus. Now your body wants to grow, but in order to actually grow, you need to allow yourself to recover. You need to rest. You need to take time off. A lot of people who this video is targeting, the skinny people who are new to the gym, who want to go and become jacked, they want to put on muscle mass. They're susceptible to this mistake of, more is better. They want to go to the gym 6 times a week, even 7 times a week. I've seen that. First off, as an aside, how in the hell are you going to the gym 6 times a week and training properly? You aren't training properly if you're going to the gym 6 times a week. I went to the gym 4 times a week and I'm sore as fuck. Like my back is fucked right now. I can't move it, And I went to the gym 4 times this week. So there's no way you're going to the gym 6 times in a week and training with enough intensity. You're not training right. You're not going hard enough. Something's going wrong if you're going 6 times in a week. All right, rant over. The main point of 6 times in a week and why it's not a good idea is that you are not allowing yourself the recovery time. Your body needs to recover. With 6 times a week, you only have 1 rest day, and you have 6 days of battering your body over and over and over again. If this is the case, your muscles aren't going to recover, your nervous system's not going to recover, and everything's fucked. You're not going to recover, you're not going to see the gains, you're going to crash out of the gym. But it's much better to follow a routine that's 3 to 5 days a week. Please don't go 6 days a week or any more than that. Make sure that you're recovering so that you can realize the gains. On the last part of recovery as well, it goes without saying that you need to make sure you're getting enough sleep, and you need to make sure that you're not spending too many nights out partying, multiple times a week. You can't be going out drinking and staying up until 3 a.m. It's not going to be good for your gains in the long run. Anyways, guys, that's going to bring us towards the end of this video. Those are the 4 pillars in order to becoming jacked, from beginner, skinny kid, all the way to jacked, muscular guy. These are the 4 things that you need to focus on. If you get all 4 of them, I promise you're going to get there. With that being said, guys, make sure to like the video, drop a comment down below, share your thoughts, ask me any questions, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys next time.